Hard fact of the day: PVC collection ends in 5 days. Make the time to pick up your PVC because not voting is voting. If you don't vote, you're voting for whoever everybody else voted for. So try as many times as possible. Keep trying until you pick up that card. And it's not enough to pick it up, you also have to vote. Second hard fact of the day: the PDP and APC cannot agree on what Tinubu said about Atiku yesterday.
Mandate. What they have now ice cream. It melt quick. You get me? They are yeye people. Atiku. When we make him Senate president, Abba, you sell this, you sell that, assets, our commonwealth, our patrimony, everything that we have, we sell them.
Now, Atiku Abubakar has responded. What he heard Tinubu say was that he, Atiku, was once Senate president. Atiku, of course, was never Senate president. And Atiku said, quote, the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate Bola Tinubu, which started as a comic relief, is slowly becoming a tragedy, an embarrassment to Nigeria, Africa's largest nation, end quote. Atiku says that these gaffes from Tinubu are proof that he cannot govern Nigerians. Well, the Tinubu camp fired back. Festus Keyamo says that this is all fake news. He tweeted, quote, Bola Tinubu refers to Atiku as someone who we will make a selling president, who will begin to sell all our assets. Please don't fall for the antics of the opposition and online trolls. Thank you. Bola Tinubu refers to Atiku as someone who will make a selling president, who will begin to sell all our assets. Please don't fall for antics of the opposition and online trolls. Thank you. End quote. Festus Keyamo with that tweet. Now, Lagos, I'm going to play the clip for you again. I'm playing it on Facebook, I'm playing it on YouTube, and I'm going to play it on air. And you tell me what you heard.
Quick. You get me? Mandate. What they have now ice cream. It melt quick. Mandate. You get me? What they have now ice cream. It melt quick. You get me? They are yeye people. Atiku. When we make him Senate president, Abba, you sell this, you sell that, assets, our commonwealth, our patrimony, everything that we have, we sell them.
What did you hear? Now, this is not the first time that Tinubu's opponents are calling something he said a gaffe. We've heard lots of these. Usually I don't bring them up here on Hard Facts, but Lagos, we now have a major candidate directly questioning Tinubu's competence based on these verbal errors. And I want to know if you agree with that assessment. So let me know throughout the show. Give me a call and tell me what you think you heard and what you think about the assessment of Tinubu's one of Tinubu's major opponents for president. Third hard fact of the day: yet another container truck has fallen. This time on Kara Bridge along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. No deaths, no casualties. Apparently there was a brake failure. So again, we have to ask serious questions about the roadworthiness of these containers, why the authorities are not inspecting them. Anyway, If you just tuned in, hello to you. Welcome. You're here with 1 million Lagosians. Thank you for listening today. Let's talk about Omo Onile chasing children out of a school here in Lagos. Then let's talk about 4 police officers being arraigned for murder in Lagos. And then let's talk about Emefiele finally honoring the summons from the House of Reps. Chukwudi will bring you Community Report from 4 o'clock, and at 5 o'clock on the Big Hard Fact, it's Road to February 2023. Specifically, we're going to talk about the Oshun Guba judgment. After the news at 6, I'll bring you the step down. On the step down, a woman wants her fiancé to hire a flashy car for their introduction instead of bringing his real car. Step down is 6:15. Don't miss it. After the step down, we'll bring you Dr. Avon for practical tips with Dr. Avon. Dr. Avon, of course, will be here to answer all your questions. As usual, news updates will be here at the top of every hour. But let's get started with today's big 3. Lagos, I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, and these are your hard facts.
This is the Big 3 on Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria FM.
Why are the police, state government not cracking down on Omo Onile? Why is there a culture of impunity within the police? Emefiele, those are the big 3. Lagos, let's talk. Only needed a school over land dispute. That's our first story. Shalom Group of School, Barwa in Ikpaja. It's a boarding and day school who showed up on Saturday. She got all students. They claim they won a court judgment to them the land. The proprietor said that she asked them to show her the judgment. They didn't. She says the school has been on the land for 30 years. She says it was a federal government allocation and she's not aware of any court case or judgment. Now here's the interesting part. The role of the police. The school says the police were reluctant to come when called them. When they eventually came, they allegedly did not stop the Omo Onile from controlling the school, breaking stuff, building their own structures. We heard from the Lagos police spokesperson Ben Hundein, and he said, quote, "Case is not a police case, it's a civil case. I will urge the party not to take laws into their hands so that a civil case will not turn to a criminal case," end quote. But here's my question, and if you're a lawyer, I want to hear your thoughts on this one. If one person occupies another person's land illegally, isn't that a police case? Isn't that a crime? Only one of these 2 people can be the legal owner of that land. So definitely someone is committing a crime, right? But this response from the police, it reminded me of a complaint I hear all the time. A lot of Lagosians say that once Omo Onile are involved, the police turn a blind eye. Is this the case? If this is the case, why is it the case? Women call me on 014657190. Men call me on 0700-993-993. Hello, thanks for calling us. How you doing?
Sandra.
Yes.
Good afternoon. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. What's your name, sir?
Austin, calling from Lekki.
Welcome, Austin from Lekki.
My dear sister, there is a lot of impunity going on in Lagos State.
Okay.
At least in that area, the hoodlums are taking over.
Okay.
If at all there is a court verdict for a particular between a particular person and the owner of that school, the people that are in charge that are supposed to come and execute or that exercise, it's not the police or the person,
the officers of the court, right?
The court people to come and deliver the message,
right?
Then why are the algorithms or the touts or the urchins around that place taking laws into their hands? These are the things that we are saying that that Lagos State government have not been able to tackle this menace, and that is why you see them on daily basis disturbing commercial drivers on daily basis, and nobody, no sitting governor of the Lagos State has taken that thing upon himself to curb this menace. Rather, they have taken over all over the place. Go to Oshodi, you see them. Go to Ada, you see them. Go everywhere, you see these boys, because they are using them as political tools. And nothing will happen. And I pray that woman, the owner of that school, should wake up from her slumber. Because the way I'm seeing it, she's sleeping. If she allowed it to happen today, the next day, those people will come and take over her property without her knowing. So that is the simple thing to do.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, sir. John is on the line. Hi, John.
Sandra, I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah. Well, the Omo Onile issue. I want to shock you, Sandra.
Okay.
If all things go as planned, after the election, you will be stopped on the road to pay tolls for Agbo.
Okay.
I am telling you the truth.
Why do you think so?
Because, why do I say? The power that these people have is not something you can joke with. And then, if at all, Jagaban finally win, it will be war for war. Maybe I don't know if you idiot. They are ready to stop giving vehicle to oil the money. So this issue is small. Then go to some side people are building. You see how they will the people that are there collect their tools, and then until you go and settle them before they will allow you into their land. So if they finally have this, the panel, it don't happen. Can I comment on the Tinubu issue?
Yes, please go ahead.
I don't know what is wrong with Nigerians. True. Seeing us, he have made a lot of errors in his speech, and people are still, clamoring, gathering around him, saying he's the man, he's the right man. Well, what if that I am not part of it? Because somebody who cannot be able to say one thing at a time, and when he asks him, he will be able to recall what he said. How would he now be able to represent the country outside Nigeria? So it is left for them. For me, I am not part of the people.
All right. Thank you, John, for calling 99.3. Hello.
Hello, Sandra. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, ma'am?
This is Happiness from Ikorodu.
Welcome, Happiness.
Yeah, Sandra, I've collected my PVC.
Hey, Happiness with the PVC.
Yes.
Hey.
I did that on Saturday.
Congratulations. I'm happy.
Yes, I went to the office. It was very easy.
Okay, great.
Yeah, they made us sit according to our wards.
Okay.
And they were attending to us very well.
What branch was that?
That's the Odogunyo ward.
Okay.
Yes.
Congrats. I'm happy.
My
for you.
regards to Mrs. Anne. She really did well.
Okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for calling, Happiness. I'm so happy for you. 99.3. Hello. Hello. How you doing? What's your name?
My name is Noe. Sandra,
No, you're welcome.
this is your one and only town crier.
My town crier. Welcome.
Thank you. Before I proceed, I for like me my fans there, my 1 billion Lego shaft, they know say I don't show.
Okay.
I won't go like, me where you do that town crier song for her, me they know say yes.
See,
They keep playing work for my hand.
Okay.
They almost share.
Okay.
And you too, my fans.
I'll be your
Sandra.
fan now.
I do kukuruku for me, that's it.
Cuckoo.
Sandra, no favourite. Sandra,
Yeah.
see, you see this Agbero matter. You see now, I just don't want to talk because of some talks no good for radio here. Today me never enter. See Agbero that don't like they don't dominate everywhere. Oh voila, just get your PVC. What is you?
Okay. All right. Thank you
Love
very
you.
much for calling. 99.3. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Guchuku on the line.
Welcome, Gochuku.
Senate President.
Is that what you heard?
Yes.
Senate or selling?
He's Senate President.
Because Festus Kayabo says selling.
And I want to ask a question. Don't pardon me.
Okay.
You only play his voice. I don't know if somebody will interview him and they ask him about article that they brought about.
No, it was at a campaign
On a campaign
rally.
can you imagine? Nobody even asked him about how about the article. You just brought all about the article.
No, at campaign rallies, they always talk about their opponents and why you should not vote their opponents and what the problem with the opponents are. All of them do it.
Auntie Sandra,
Sir.
in reality, I don't know why. In fact, if this man eventually become Nigeria president, Uncle Jimo, this is how said it. He says it's a red line. There's something he said at the Central House, and Uncle Jimo said what he's telling you is a red flag. When red flag, it's left for you to make use of your sense to know where we are going. If at all, Bola made the Tinubu become our Nigerian president. You see what we are going to do, it should be a mama case, to be honest with you.
Okay, thanks for calling. Kevin is on the line. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, I greet you.
I greet you back.
Yes, you see, there are some things you cannot defend.
Okay.
It is very clear and obvious what the man said. And I'm particularly, not happy because the greedy people, those that have surrounded this man, many of them don't. And I don't know why the man just smell the coffee. Is this how we're going to have a leader that's going to face the world? We have leaders like Macron, the giant in England, the giant in Canada, in the world stage. I think Nigeria deserves better. But at the end of the day, the choice is ours. Look at the embarrassment Africa faced the other day from the Cameroonian president. The world, the Africa as a continent, I don't know, some of us are yet to recover from that embarrassment. Is this what we want? You cannot defend the indefensible. It is clear. Yoruba used to say, it is clear. So, but I keep saying it again. Thank God INEC extended the deadline. The choice is ours. Whatever. But for me, moving forward, let's look and laugh at what they do. For the Agboro issue, I listened to the PDP governorship candidate today, Jado, on the platform. He had no solution to it when he was asked the questions. The answer he gave to me was, it was neither here or there. So I don't know where I headed with this Agboro issue. Although some of them are my friends, so I won't lie on national radio. Yeah, so they're my friends. Most of them are my friends. But they will tell me, one will go thief. This is what we'll do now.
Don't worry, don't be thief, the thief.
I want that you collect money for person, and the person won't pay something. You go pay money.
You just stutter. No be thief with that.
So I don't know where we're headed until we have a economic change. It's going to be business as usual.
All right, Kevin, thank you very much for calling. 99.3, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, ma'am?
This is Sandra. Sandra, how are you?
I'm fine, Sandra. Welcome.
Sandra, I heard any president.
Oh?
And you know why?
Why?
If you checked even the ones on social media, you find out that somebody is reading something behind him.
Okay.
So when they read it and he didn't understand, he just says the one he felt they read.
Oh.
Yes. They say things behind him. The other time it was somebody who was reading out to him what to say. So that's the issue. He didn't get what the person said, and he said what he thought he heard. And it's appalling. They should stop doing this to him. How can they be ridiculing him at the stage and age? What did you? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thanks, Sandra. We've got Azu joining us from Indonesia. Azu, how are you?
Hi, Sandra.
Welcome.
Sandra, I beg, what did you hear?
Don't ask me. Me, I'm asking you people.
No. Read the topic. I don't know it's in black and white.
What I heard might be different from what people heard, and I don't want to say now.
No,
now Sandra saying
it's clear. I don't understand. God bless you. I mean, no can hear well, Sandra.
Yeah.
That thing is obvious. Look, see, Sandra, I don't understand. Is Keyamo trying to gaslight the whole country?
Yes.
Like 200 million people. All of us are now deaf or not reasoning well. Come on. Look, Sandra, there's something they say that what you don't want to continue, or if you stop something, it will not continue. If you say, no, this is enough, enough is enough, this thing will stop. Look, I think Nigerians have said this several times that we are the best people to rule. We have got a president that have not addressed us or he talks to us whenever he likes. We tolerate anything. Somebody comes and says another one thing. His people comes out, his surrogates come and tell us it is B. Like, we just take everything, just everything, just keep going like that. And you know why? We're just interested in our own, the life goes on. But you know what? The world is not waiting for us. Sandra, I beg, maybe you stop again. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Thank you very much for calling. We'll take a break. When we come back from this break, we'll keep taking your thoughts. I have a very foolish comment on WhatsApp. I get a lot of foolish comments on WhatsApp. This one is from, let's see what your name is. Femi, we're going to come back after the break and we'll take your call. This one is from Emmanuel, that's a really, really foolish comment, honestly. Like, I don't even know where to start to address it. But you need to think a bit more. You need to like locate where you lost your thinking cap and wear it, and then come to a conversation with me, because you see things like this, they move me, they faze me. Okay, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll keep talking. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. This is Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Ask me how I stay updated with current happenings around me. And even if I'm tuned in to 99.3 Nigeria Info, it keeps me going through the craziness of my everyday. My radio is my best friend.
The current stories making rounds with conversations that involves you and I.
I'm particularly about this underage voter. A single vote can decide who the winner would be.
Oh yeah. It's not about Nigeria.
You are debating with me now.
I am just telling you.
You have the presidential candidate who come out to commit blunders here and there, knowing full well that is going to meet with foreign counterparts.
We must talk about them on The Morning Crossfire with Sheriff Quadri.
You said you don't need the media. That's what you said.
You just ask the right questions and the solution, bringing you the hot gist and topics from current affairs and more.
And they put everything down because of government, because of politics. What kind of country is this? So, Mr. Sheriff, please, I don't want you to push this narrative together with those who are bent on destroying Ashwaju.
Join Sheriff Quadri on The Morning Crossfire, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday to Friday. Let's make headway when you talk on the #1 station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
There is a huge difference between relative experience of salary earners and those of business owners and entrepreneurs. Someone who has never had cause to set up a business, who has never had cause to source for funds, turn it around, pay salaries, pay back the loan, and still make profit cannot be expected to be hands-on when saddled with an economy the size of Lagos. Experience hasn't curbed Lagos's traffic in 24 years of their reign. Experience that hasn't addressed Lagos's perennial flood. Experience that currently leaves us with over 2 million out-of-school children. The duo of Jandor and Funke have been investing in Lagos's economy for about 2 decades, running their personal businesses, employing peoples with track records of success. Lagos needs a breath of fresh air. Vote Dr. Abdulaziz Olajide Adediran Jandor as Governor of Lagos State. PDP! Power to the people!
Get this joy with the new and exciting data plans from 9Mobile. Whatever your data needs, 9Mobile's got you. Affordable data just got more affordable. 200 MB for 100 Naira, 300 MB for 150 Naira, plus 300 bonus seconds to call all networks, and the list goes on. These and more amazing data offers just for you. Dial *200# now to enjoy. 9Mobile.
Hey, football is back.
For real?
Oh yes, it's back.
I'm so going for it.
I'm in.
And I'm in. My name is Peter Rufar, aka Dodo Mayana, ex-Nigerian Super Eagles captain and goalkeeper, a certified UEFA coach. Do you dream of becoming a super talented football player? Then join me and other reputable trainers to begin your transformation journey. Are you ready?
Oh yes, you heard it right. Peter Rufar is in the building. Are you ready? Hurry now and join your preferred Young Stars developer and his crew for a complete football makeover. From wherever you are around the world, call in today and transform your dream into reality. Registration is ongoing. For more inquiry, please call 0905-221-3920, 0810-05-80744, or 0705-294-0062. Star of Football Academy, bringing talents to the top. Proudly supported by Cool FM, Wazobia FM, and Nigeria Info FM.
There is a new way to move around Lagos. From Lekki to Oshodi. From anywhere to everywhere. The Anaya app. With Anaya, you can book your nearest ride with just a click on your phone. Schedule a pickup for anytime, anywhere. Track your driver on our live interactive map, or even share a ride pool to save on travel costs. Try Anaya and you won't go back to your old ways of moving around in Lagos. Get Get your first ride for free using the promo code FIRSTRIDE. Download your free Anaya app today from Google Play Store or Apple Store, or visit anaya.com. Anaya is spelled A-N-Y-E-R. Anaya, the power to move.
At last, the elections are here. Let's turn out en masse on election day and vote Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as president of Nigeria for a renewed hope and a better Nigeria. Vote APC, the party that shows a broom.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Something pepper and heavy D up in the limousine.
Are you like me that loves rap from B.I.G., Tupac, Hova, and NASS? Or you're still me that's a big R&B freak?
I like the way you work it.
Or maybe you're a lover of slows like me.
Let's party like it's the 90s every Sunday on Rewind with Ufoma Egbamuno on 99.3 Nigeria Info every Sunday from 9 p.m.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, and these are your hard facts. Welcome. You've been listening since the start of the show, and I thank you. I got a message here that it has me laughing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in every day, 3 p.m. sharp. Okay, all right then. Lagos, let's bring you our second story. Two police officers say that they've been arraigned for murder because they laughed. That's our second story on today's Big Three. So let me tell you what happened. Back in early December, police killed Burai Mogafar. He was an innocent bystander. They tried to arrest some hoodlums, started shooting in the area. Stray bullet killed Gafar. So the police force investigated the 4 officers on that role, and earlier this week they arraigned all 4 of them at Yaba Magistrate Court. So the police force did this. This was the same people who, the same police station, by the way, that were responsible for Bolanle's death. You remember Bolanle, right? Now here's where this tragic story becomes bizarre. 2 of the officers insist that they were exonerated. One of them said, quote, "The DPO exonerated me and this young man, Obaseki, and the investigators exonerated us as well because we did not fire. The police provost disciplinary committee exonerated both of us. During these processes, orders had been coming to let us go, but Panti, the SCID, refused to let us go. They said the day that they would charge these 2 men, they would release us. Now, this morning, they called them out to charge them to court, and one of them came saying that we were laughing, that we would go nowhere. I just carried my bag, but on getting outside, they said my offense was that I came out to go home, and for that reason, they should go and include me in conspiracy and murder." End quote. Lagos, I'm talking about police officers. These are police officers who are saying that after they were cleared, their own colleagues refused to release them. And when they finally decided to release them, they changed their mind because they laughed. And now they're being charged with murder. Bovi. For laugh. The police command is claiming that yes, they freed those 2 officers, but that they later got an order from the DPP, that's the Department of Public Prosecution, to charge all 4 of them. But that doesn't explain why those officers were allegedly told that they were being put back into the case because they laughed. Is this a case of police becoming victims of police impunity? Because they allegedly. And they let them go because they wanted to let them go. They would catch the two that were actually found guilty. And until they were going to be released, they were told, oh, you didn't let go. 070-0993 993 01465 What do you think about this story, Lagos? And yes, you can talk about our first story. On our first story, I told you that Omo Onile invaded over a land dispute. Long school in Marwa Ipacha. It's a boarding and day school. WhatsApp is 080-9575-805. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Thank you for calling. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome. Long time no hear.
Calling from Orile.
Welcome.
Sandra, is the police to protect the children of that school? I don't know if you understand. These are kids. I don't mean to protect the children of that school. Don't do and undo. Look, the only government that tried to fight that day was Fashola. Remember in his tenure when I was building, I paid no Naira to Inagbero of him. I believe what happened next. They came back again. I bet you, the government, I doubled them 4 times. Nothing will happen to that road, that very school. Nothing, Sandra. As Tinubu, and I think president was on that point, but it's still president. But Nigeria, our mumu never too much. God has shown us the light. We still want this man point the candidate for us again. Now we study. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. 99.3. Hello. So call back if you can. 99.3. Hello. Okay. Call back if you can. Oh, I don't know what's happening there. So calling. We've got reading on WhatsApp who says, I heard president in Tinubu's own accent and not Senate president. Continued by saying he will sell all national assets and will flee to Dubai. Senate president sell. There's no correlation between Senate president and selling assets, but there's a correlation between selling president and selling propensity of article. Thank you for your message. We've got Amadu in Ikbaja who says, why is the APC always reading speeches of their candidates when he talks to Nigerians? Wise up, Nigerians. Do the needful on election day. Oluya says, going by his subsequent comments, he defended anywhere. He could claim that he couldn't have said Senate when he said selling everything after that. Just as your first said, your first Larry when he meant a rally. Obama from Shomon says, Tinubu has been awarded the best and kingmaker of the year. What I heard is president, and he was referred to as the vice president. But can hurt the attention of people. We're not on fair pay. There he said he was from governor of Anambra State, but he was referring to Pete Obano for Shumbulu with that message. Sorry about that. I don't know if I should if I should stay on WhatsApp and Facebook because the phone lines seem to be doing like this, like that. 99.3.
Good afternoon, Sandra.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
Lucky Lala from Abdul.
Welcome, Lucky.
Nigeria problem. Where will I even start from? From the Sharon School or the police officer?
Anyone.
But let me talk on Ashwad. I want to thank Nigerian Info for picking my call the very day I was in the interview with when I asked him that when that your candidate commits blunder here and there, and how is it going to relate with other leaders? And that guy was very smart. You know, the way he answered that question, he was very smart. But Nigeria know what to do. I mean, the election is how many weeks now? We know what to do. But the annoying thing is that whenever this APC candidate goes it's only about article or Basanjo Obi. If we never talk things that we do, only insult. We can't continue like this. Omo Onile people, me, I call them Owomida boys. Anywhere they go, Owomida, as if they have, 2 of you have this joint account. I don't understand. Though. It is fair. Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling, Lucky. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Osas is my name.
Welcome.
Why are they always discussing other candidates? Is that what we want to hear? People do that. You cannot do. You know, that's why it's goofing everything now. Because you are not good there. You just say, you dance, they will go. That's all. And people are clapping. People will be clapping. People are clap. I don't want to you, please.
Okay.
My younger brother came around from the street. So He's using my car. He has the driver license, everything. That was every problem. On his way to my house and to go to Jaro here, he was coming. So people were passing the BRT lane. It's not mad. The mark is clean off. So they cut it. There's with the problem. Whatever it is, will settle it. They were not pointing gun at him and his wife. His wife, the first time he's coming to Nigeria. The man was just shivering and crying. And what is causing this problem is just the expansion joint between Ojota and Mary. Serious traffic. That's been there since. I don't know if you have been to Ojota for some time now. Just what I'm saying, people can come to just one small, they have to come out expansion joint. They did it one night. After one night, the thing pull off again. Just one night, the thing pull off. And I'm that's in traffic now going back home. So I don't know what is going on in this country.
Thank you for calling to share your thoughts. I'm really sorry about your brother's experience. Quite the horrific thing. However, people tell that law is not an excuse to break the law. And if you shouldn't drive on a BRT lane, you shouldn't drive on a BRT lane. 99.3, hello.
Sorry, please, let me make a quick report. I just remember. Today, hoodlums drove traders out of Balogo Market. Did you hear that?
No. Why?
They drove them out. Yesterday, it was claimed that it was closed down for people to go and get their PVC.
That's right.
It was closed down on Friday, be Thursday.
Right.
There was 2 days last week.
Right.
Yesterday, they carried their rumor and then closed down again. Today, they chased them. Everybody came today. Those that opened, they forced them to close down. That there's no money in the ATM. Sandra, we started cashless from Lagos and other states.
Right.
We've been collecting transfers.
Right.
So why will it be Agboros that will be there now chasing because somebody's father is vying for whatever post?
So hold on.
Why?
Please, hold on. I want to understand something. Are you a trader at Balogo Market?
Yes.
So you're a trader there, and hoodlums came to chase you out of Balogo.
They didn't even allow the plaza, some plaza. Those that came very early in the morning, they forced them to close down. And send your people to Balogo now. It's not open.
Their reason was
ATM. There's no money in ATM.
What has one thing got to do with
it? Sandra, ask me, you need to investigate this and call them out. What to do this for? The traders, and once you say traders, they go trader that they're fighting with Aburo. And it's a riot that somebody wants to start things will start. So that there will be no election. If somebody's working something out and it's not good, it's fake.
Okay. Thank you very much for bringing that to our attention. My newsroom will get on it. Thank you so much. Okay, well, let me bring you our third story. Also related to no money in the ATMs. Godwin Emefiele finally obeying a summons from the House of Reps. I say finally because in the last 2 months, the Green Chamber summoned the CBN governor 4 times and he didn't appear. 4 summons. So the logical question is, okay, why now? Why is Emefiele suddenly showing respect for the lawmakers? Is it because they threatened to sign an arrest warrant on him this week? Is it because he has finally agreed to shift the Naira swap deadline? Because remember, both chambers have been asking the CBN to do it, and he's been saying that there was no going back. So has he suddenly decided to go because he can now say, hey, you see, I moved it now? And then let's talk about the Naira swap deadline, because I'm noticing something very funny. There are many people who opposed the deadline before Tinubu opposed it. Suddenly, they're now saying Emefiele should go ahead. So which is it? Then you have those who opposed it until Atiku also opposed it, and vice versa. You have those who supported the move until their favorite candidate opposed it, and now they too are opposing it. So my question is, are a lot of Nigerians outsourcing their thinking to politicians? And on the flip side, are some Nigerians simply opposing anything if the candidate they like doesn't support it? Do you know anybody who opposes Tinubu or opposes Atiku, but who agrees with them that this Naira swap deadline is a bad idea? I don't think P2B has spoken on the Naira swap deadline one way or the other. That's why he's not included here. Why is Emefiele suddenly answering 3-arm zone? 0700-993-993-993. That's the number for men. Women, call us on 01-465-7190. We've got Kende joining us from Finland. Hi, Kende.
Hi, Sandra.
Welcome.
About your last question, I think I know some APC guys that, of course, are opposed to the move.
Okay.
The Naira swap, but they are still supporting Tinubu.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's for me, but sadly, the scenario you described is sadly somehow true because most people follow blindly today
Okay.
their political leaders. So even though they know that some of the things they are doing is not correct, for example, the case of this guy that you just mentioned, Tinubu, saying that Senate president, and then the old son tell us that he's saying selling president. You know, I had to take cotton bud to switch my hair again because I felt confused that what's happening? Am I hearing right or not? And then, you know, but it's sad. It's sad. So even a old son falls into that category because you remember there was a video it was in Delta that they went to one place and he was just laughing sheepishly. You'll be like, why is this guy laughing on nothing? But the other thing I want to mention is, Sandra, there is difference between Omo Onile and Agbero.
Okay.
Because these Agberos are the ones that collect money on the road. Omo Onile are different. This Omo Onile, their own is different.
Okay.
They come to you. You want to build a house. You are building a house. Because this happened to my parents. They are building a house. You want to do burglary. They collect money. You want to do fence. They collect money. You want to do roofing. They collect money. After you have bought the land, though. So I don't know how what can be done about them. I don't know. It's really a menace in Nigeria or where I've been in Lagos. I don't know about outside of Lagos, but in Lagos,
it happens
really
in River State as well. It happens in River State as well.
Yeah. So I really hope there will be some kind of laws or someday policies that will prevent them from doing it because they are like principalities to you when you are trying to build your
principalities
house.
is a way to put it.
I pray we overcome them, Sha.
Okay,
all right.
Thank you so much for calling. Okay, 99.3. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon.
You're calling our number for women, okay? Call us on the number for men. 99.3.
Good evening, Sandra.
Good evening. What's your name, ma'am?
It's Elizabeth from Korodu.
Welcome, Elizabeth.
So today, I don't know. I don't even see everything affecting us. I don't want to even talk about. I just want to accept Nigeria as it is because things is pissing me off.
Okay.
But it's the police matter that I want to talk about.
Okay.
I feel so bad put it now. I feel so bad, two of them. But at the same time, my people will say, like many people have been locked behind bars for what they do not. And this is like a sample of what the police are feeling now. Because when you go to the police station, Sandra, I tell you, the prayer they say, make person no get quarter with them. I tell you. When one goes to the police station, it is the policeman that will tell you what to write in your statement. As if he was there when the thing was happening. The thing was happening koro in his eye like this. So now they are also feeling it. Let them manage it. At least for 2 weeks now. What do you think? So that when they face another person, they will know firsthand what that person is feeling. Anytime they say, write it like this, don't say it like that. I will not release you to go. If you, I remember my brother's time. So sorry for it.
Elizabeth, thank you very much for calling. I think, injustice, period. Injustice is not only injustice when we like the victims, even when we don't like the victims. If something is unjust, it's unjust. Ngozi is on the line. Hi, Ngozi. Good to have you on the show.
Hello, Sandra.
Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, so the thing that is really shocking to me is, do these people who speak on behalf of this man think that all Nigerians are fools? It's very annoying for them to keep playing us like this. And it makes me ask the question, is this what they are going to do when they get into power? It is clear that this man clearly needs help, or just to be in a retired settlement or a nursing home, because he has something going on with him. So I don't understand why they keep putting him out there to make all these blunders for the top position in our country. The thing tire me, Sandra. I don't know what people they think. I don't know what people they think. It's clearly so. I don't know how to describe it. Then when it comes to Omo Onile matter, you see these people that matter. I don't know what we want to do about this Omo Onile matter. When person buy property finish, they will still come back and bill you big money. See now that somebody wants to do something, they are still asking for Owo Foundation 150,000. Eh? You see, it's. I don't know how to describe it. I just hope that one day things will turn around for better in Nigeria. Now, talk of Agberus. When I was leaving Nigeria, I think 2 years back when I came, we got stopped by a bunch of guys. It was actually in traffic, but they just stopped the car and that started saying that, oh, that car needs to settle them. The Uber driver needs to settle them that he's coming from a different state to this region. I said, that one does not concern me. Let this man go and drop me first at my destination before you guys will come and for real, these Agberos did not allow. They gathered like flies perching on something dead. Like they wanted almost 20,000. You know, they didn't tire me. I don't know where we are going to in that country.
Ngozi, thank you so much for calling. I have to take other messages. We've got a lot of fighting happening on Facebook. The supporters of the presidential candidate of the APC, just saying interesting things on Facebook. Go and check it out. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. We've got this message here. Emefiele just succumbed to the National Assembly. You didn't leave your name, but thank you for your message. We've got Tiffany who says CBN governor did not accept because of the threat to arrest him. He has bigger people at his back. That is why he had the confidence in the first place. My only concern is that he should do what is right for the good of all Nigerians, not for their selfish interests. Okay. We've got this message from the General, from Pedro, who says, why did the policeman laugh? As we traveled along Ore Highway last week, we were just laughing over a comedy played by the driver on getting to police checkpoint with smiles. Police forced us all to drop, delayed us for 2 hours because we were laughing while they were working. They're not supposed to laugh. The General from Pedro. Okay, we'll take a break. Don't go away.
Difference between the relative experience of salary earners and those of business owners and entrepreneurs. Someone who has never had cause to set up a business of his, who has never had cause to source for funds, turn it around, pay salaries, pay back the loan, and still make profit cannot be expected to be hands-on when saddled with an economy the size of Lagos. Experience that hasn't curbed Lagos's traffic in 24 years of their reign. Experience that hasn't addressed Lagos's perennial flood. Experience that currently leaves us with over 2 million out-of-school children. The duo of Jando and Funke have been investing in Lagos's economy for about 2 decades, running their personal businesses, employing peoples with track records of success. Lagos needs a breath of fresh air. Vote Dr. Abdulaziz Olajide Adediran Jando as Governor of Lagos State. PDP! Power to the people!
There is a new way to move around Lagos. From Lekki to Oshodi. From anywhere to everywhere. The Anaya app. With Anaya, you can book your nearest ride with just a click on your phone. Schedule a pickup for any time, anywhere. Track your driver on our live interactive map, or even share a ride pool to save on travel costs. Try Anaya and you won't go back to your old ways of moving around in Lagos. Get your first ride for free using the promo code FIRSTRIDE. Download your free Anaya app today from Google Play Store or Apple Store, or visit anaya.com. Anaya is spelled ANAYER. Anaya, the power to move.
With stories from the hearts of Africans across the continent, News Central puts Africa first on DSTV channel 422. This is where the continent's news, politics, business, sports, entertainment, lifestyle, and more come alive. Follow us at News Central TV on all socials. Also visit our website www.newscentral.africa. News Central TV on DSTV channel 422. Africa first.
Wake up to the current stories making rounds with conversations that involves you and I.
And particular about this underage voter, a single vote can decide who the winner would be.
Oh yeah. It's not about Nigeria.
Is it so you are debating with me now?
I am just telling you.
You are the presidential candidate who come out to commit blunders here and there, knowing full well that is going to meet with foreign counterparts.
We must talk about them on The Morning Crossfire with Sheriff Quadri.
You said you don't need the media. That's what you said.
You just ask the right questions and the solutions, bringing you the hot gist and topics from current affairs and more.
And they put everything down because of government, because of politics. What kind of country is this? So, Mr. Sheriff, please, I don't like you to push this narrative together with those who are bent on employing
Join Sheriff Quadri on The Morning Crossfire, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday to Friday. Let's make headway when you talk on the #1 station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Nigeria now we country, APC not the party, now one man be a choice.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those that need to be fired are fired.
It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by